Hi guys, welcome to Diane Crafty Corner. So sorry about no Sunday Chit Chat on Sunday. I thought I would come on this evening and just do a really quick card. I'm going to be using the Lawn Fawn's Thanks a Bushel. I believe that's the name of that stamp set. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the description below. I need to make a thank you card, a little thank you gift card for Pikachu's therapy teacher for tomorrow. So I thought I would just stamp this out. I used the My Favorite Things black ink, and I'm going to use my Spectrum Noir markers, which I don't normally do, so wish me luck on that one. But I also just wanted to come on and apologize for not having a Sunday Chit Chat. We had a little family emergency. So I'm going to be using the Spectrum Noir DR1, 3, and 4, the CG2 and 1, and the EB5, 4, and a little tiny bit of the 8. So those are the colors that I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to do some real quick coloring here and let you guys watch a little bit. I don't believe that the blending on this turned out great. And I'm actually not as happy with the final card as I normally am as well. But, you know, you can't really like all of the things, all of the cards that you make, right? That's my theory anyway. So I started out with the lightest red. I'm going to go to the middle red and then my darkest red and then blend. And I found with these three reds, I'm thinking maybe I should have started with a light pink maybe. And then I would have had a little more of a lighter area. Because I feel that these three reds are just still too dark. There's not a really light one to give you enough highlight. So at the end, I'm going to use my white gel pen, and that's going to give me a little, you know, fake highlight, if you will, and it's all going to look good in the end. And I think that that's what I want to stress the most, is that it's really all about just doing it, about just having fun and coloring and being there in the moment. It's not so much about the you know, whether you've got all the perfect colors or whether they all do exactly what everyone else does, because as you can see in the photographs at the end, this really is pretty. It turned out very nice. Is it my favorite card? No, for many reasons. As you're going to see in the end, I think I used I think that the grass that I used in front of the basket was maybe too much green with the rest of the card, and maybe green wasn't the right choice. I don't know. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about that. So I'm going to do all of these. I'm going to be using all of these apples. I'm only going to color a few of them for you. But I'm going to be doing one apple in green, and that's to signify that she stands out above all the rest, because she does. She's just awesome. She's very awesome with Pikachu, and she's an awesome instructor therapist as well. So we're very grateful to have her in our life. And I just want to let her know that. So yeah, that's what this card is all about. And I just went with the apples because, you know, teachers, apples, you know, okay, not extremely creative, but, you know, it's what I came up with. So that's what we went with. So I'm going to do one of these apples in those two tones of green. And I have to tell you, I love the contrast of those two greens with the red, which is why I actually went with the rest of the card being in green, because I was like, oh, wow, I really like this. All right, so let's get back to why there was no Sunday Chit Chat. Sunday, when Sunday came around, we had a family emergency. So what you guys don't know is that for the last maybe 10 days straight, the princess has done everything in her power, everything she could think of, to get to the emergency room. And I'm kidding you not when I tell you this. This child has started climbing on top and under and on furniture and on dressers and on entertainment centers and on end tables, and we'll walk into a room and she'll be standing up with the lamp in her hand. I mean, she's done everything. Well, Sunday she got her wish, and we ended up spending the entire day Sunday in the emergency room. Good news is no broken bones. She's going to be just fine, and she's just got some bruising. Not that that slowed her down in the least, just saying. So we've had a very, very eventful weekend. And then I was super, super busy, just wanting to just up my game a little bit. I've got a coffee table that comes up so that it can be used as a desk, and my end tables swing up as well to be used as, little work areas on your couch or whatever. And I wanted to get those screwed together so that she can't lift them up or get hurt or possibly, Pikachu lift it up and she be under it. I just, when a child gets hurt, you go that extra mile, right? You really toughen your game. I thought I had things on lockdown here. Now, she didn't get hurt at my house, but that's not to say it's not going to happen, because she is trying her best. She's going to be one of those children. So I just went into a complete lock it up, store it up, clean it up, buckle it down, make sure all the handles are off doors and everything's locked up, just to be extra careful, safe, because she is legitimately on top of, she crawls into things, all of these things are things that Pikachu did too, but mildly. She doesn't do mildly, and she does not take no for an answer. She's straight up diva. I swear to you, she is. So yeah, so that was the reason that there has not been any videos for the last few days, but I'm getting back on track, and so you'll be hearing a lot more from me. I just wanted to come on and explain and let you see me do this little bit of coloring while I was at it. So I'm wondering, what did you do this week? Yeah, I haven't had a lot of crafting time, guys. I really haven't. So getting back to this picture, I'm not so crazy about the basket either. It's like I couldn't get these browns to do exactly what I wanted them to do. Now, granted, this was filmed very late at night, and maybe I was just tired, right? You never know. But all in all, I have to say, I really like the Spectrum Noir markers. Mine, like I said, mine are, well, older than 3 years old. I'm not sure how much older, but probably closer to 4 years old. And most of them are still really juicy. And I do bring them out and use them quite a bit, especially on things that I don't want to ruin my Copic nibs on, so they get used quite a bit. But I've always had a super hard time with the colors, I can't quite get them just perfect like I feel I can do with other mediums. So, but still, I thought this was super pretty. So now I'm going in and I'm just putting that little highlight. And see, automatically, ding! Super pretty, right? It really is. And then off camera, I'm going to go ahead and do the apples, color the other few apples, and then I'll show you those. And then I'll just go ahead and stick the card together and, let you see that at the end. So on the leaves, I decided that I would just do the same color green, and then I'm going to add a darker green as well, just to darken it up. And I think that in the end, it all turned out pretty good. So stay tuned for the final clip, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.